guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we're going to be dipping cupcakes. We're going to be hydro dipping cupcakes. Like before now, like I had never heard anything like hydro dipping. Like what the fuck is what is hydro dipping? So today we're going to be dipping cupcakes. And okay, so hydro dipping is when you pour some colors on top of water. Usually the colors are oil based, on top of water, and then you dip your objects. That way the object comes out like looking like tie and dye. See, most people dip sneakers and stuff, but this lady, her name is Pansino Rosanna, she dipped cupcakes and cake pops and cake, and like it was so pretty. Like the cake was so freaking pretty. But the difference is today we're going to be dipping cupcakes frosted with buttercream and cupcakes frosted with whipped cream, so you guys can see the difference. And I've not done this before, so I'm excited. And then she used, I think she dipped a couple of things. She dipped cupcakes and cake, and she dipped the whole cake and a few cake pops. Like today I can't afford to dip a whole cake, and she used coconut oil. Like I can't really afford the things she did, so like I have a YouTube budget, and if I exceed that budget, you guys are not going to pay my rent. So so today I'm going to stay in my lane, and we're going to be using vegetable oil that I use for cooking. Okay, so we're going to use sunflower oil, and I'm going to color it and see how well that colors. I don't know. Okay, so let's get started. Hi guys. Okay, so what I tried to do is to fresh some cupcakes in buttercream, and then the other half in whipped cream. That way we're going to see like how each one colors, like how buttercream colors and how whipped cream colors. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so the trick for this is to like mix some oil and food coloring, or mix some food coloring in oil, and then stir it together and then spread it on top of water. Yeah, so it's going to be floating on top of the water, and then you dip your object or your cupcake frosting into it. But what I noticed here is that the kind of gel coloring I have is water based, so it wasn't mixing well with the oil. Does that make sense? Yes. So if you're gonna do this, you shouldn't use regular gel food coloring. You should use chocolate colors, because chocolate colors are oil based, and when you mix them with oil, they mix really well. So I decided, okay, what else can I do? And I thought, okay, I have some metallic powders at home. Yeah, metallic edible powders at home that I can color in oil, and that mixes well with oil. So I said, okay, let me see how that works. Yeah, and then I checked inside, and I had pink, I had blue, I had green and gold and silver. I used a lot of gold on my cake, so if you like follow my Instagram page a lot, like I'm going to put the link down below so you guys can follow me on Instagram. Yes, you're going to see that I use a lot of gold. Like I'm a golden child. Okay, so what I decided to do was to pour some of the powders in some muffin cups that I had at home. These muffin cups are not made of paper, so they're not going to get soggy and leak. And then I didn't measure anything, I just poured some of them, and then I'm going to mix each one with 1 tablespoon or 1.5 tablespoons of oil. Yeah, no, not tablespoons, teaspoons. Okay, and then we're going to spread it on water and see if it floats. Yeah, so in the meantime guys, let me tell you how I found this edible sorcery. So I was on YouTube, and then I saw this lady. Her name is Pansino Rosanna. She has 11 million subscribers. Like cock. Like she has 11 million subscribers, and she did this thing where like she dips cupcakes and cake pops, and she dips them in actual colors like pink, blue, yellow, green, colors like that. But then she used chocolate colors, not just regular gel food coloring. But I was thinking, okay, maybe I should try mine if it will work, but obviously it didn't work, so we're gonna have to try this metallic ones and see where that takes us. So the difference between gel food coloring and chocolate coloring is that gel food colorings are water based, so when you mix them with things like buttercream, fondant, juice, or even in water, something that has like a good amount of water content, and you mix them in things like that, they mix really well and you can see the colors. But the thing with oil-based food coloring is that the colors are like dissolved in oil. So when you try to mix it in water, it forms bubbles, just like pouring oil inside water. It doesn't really mix well no matter how much you try to mix it. Okay, so the thing with chocolate colors is that chocolate has, you've heard of cocoa butter, yes. chocolate, the base of chocolate is butter, which is oil. So usually when you want to color chocolate, it's best to use oil based colors instead of water based colors. That way it won't make it curdle. So what she did was she used oil based color to color oils as well, but that didn't work for me because like I didn't have oil based colors. So I'm trying these metallic colors, and what I thought was if I pour it in the water, from like if I pour it like that and stir it together, maybe the droplets will come on top. But I realized that was not working. They were just settling to the bottom, and that is not what I want. I want them to float on top of the water so I can dip my cupcake and I don't have to dip it too far, because I don't want to get the actual cupcake wet. I just want to like dip only the frosting. So I'm going to show you guys how to dip only the frosting without getting the actual cupcake wet. So I thought, okay, let me just spread it on top. Yeah, so right now I'm carefully spreading the gold oil based colors on top of the water. So that's what we're going to do, and then I'm going to dip my cupcake inside. I'm not going to dip everything, like I don't want it to, I don't know, let's just see how it goes. The problem was when I dipped this, I didn't freeze it first, yeah, so it fell inside the water. But I was too lazy to like put in the freezer first. So what you want to do is tap it first. See how I tapped that? Yeah, so tap it first. When you tap it like that, the water settles. And look at what I'm doing. I'm dipping just the top of the frosting. This is a whipped cream frosting, and it came out really pretty. See how pretty this was, like really, really pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to add this pink. It looks like purple right now, but I promise you guys it is pink, or it was supposed to be pink. So I'm going to add this pink purple on top of the water, and what I noticed is this one kind of has like a higher specific gravity because it was sinking to the bottom more than the gold. So I decided to maybe take my time and do it one bead at a time so everything doesn't sink to the bottom. So right now I'm going to tap my cupcake again, tap it on the table so that your frosting doesn't fall off. Remember to do that, or if you can't do that, make sure you freeze the cupcake first, maybe for about 30 minutes in the freezer. Yeah, so tap it first, and then this is a buttercream frosting, and then dip it, and then when you dip, try to catch the color as much as possible, and see how perfect this came out. Like perfect, like you could never think of painting a cupcake like this even if you tried. Okay, so the next thing was to frost in the same mixture to frost whipped cream, and what I noticed was that the whipped cream doesn't really catch the color as much as the buttercream does. This is another buttercream one, or whipped cream. The whipped cream kind of like, I don't know, but the buttercream did better though, caught the color more. So I changed the water and decided to try some silver, and then I noticed that this silver wasn't as like thick, or like it wasn't sinking at all like the gold and the purple. So like this silver was just perfect. So I'm going to dip a cupcake frosted with buttercream in it first, and it, like, I feel like this was my favorite one because it was so perfect. Like it just caught the colors perfectly. It was too damn perfect. If you notice, this one is not sinking, so this is so perfect. Like the lighter your color, the better like your outcome will be. So now I'm going to dip one frosted in whipped cream, and like I told you guys earlier, like the whipped cream wasn't really picking up colors. I don't know why, like, and when it comes out of the water it kind of looks drained. I don't know how to explain it. So if you're going to do this, if you're going to hydro dip, it's best you don't use whipped cream because you're just going to end up wasting your colors. Because except you kind of like take the spoon and pour the colors on top, it doesn't really stick, or it doesn't pick up the colors. So the next thing we're going to do is add some blue to this silver and try to dip another buttercream one. Yes, I noticed this blue is also sinking as well, and I'm trying to stir it to make it come up, but it just was not working. Anywho, so we're going to try as much as possible to spread on top of it and then dip our cupcake. So right now I'm dipping another whipped cream one, yeah, and it's not catching colors. So except you really literally pour the color on top, it doesn't catch. But I noticed pouring the color on top worked as well. So, but if you're going to pour the color on top, what do you need water for? It means you're not actually hydro dipping. This was a buttercream one I hydro dipped, not a whipped cream one. So if you're going to do the whipped cream one, don't bother. Like if you have whipped cream and you want to hydro dip or something, or you want it to look like this, just don't hydro dip. Just, I don't know, just pour the colors on top. So the final one we're going to do is this green. I know it doesn't look green, but once you pour it in the color, in the water it becomes green. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please click on subscribe right now and like this video. Thank you guys for watching always, and I'll see you in my next video. See how perfect these things are. Bye.